Hey guys, and thanks for tuning in today to my video. In today's video is HK45 versus the Glock 10mm. Let's go ahead and take a look at this video, and maybe at the end of the video we can make an educated decision on which gun you would prefer. I will have to say that the H&K 45 is customized, whereas this Glock 10mm is not. So you might be looking at the H&K 45 because of the customizations that are done to it. But let's try to keep them both on target. Look at the attributes of each gun. So without ado, let's go and get started. First, show you they're both empty. Okay, there's nothing in there. No rounds in there. Okay, that's empty. This one here is empty, but I do have a loaded magazine. I'll show you it's empty. Okay, nothing in there. Okay, so let's go ahead and start the review. Both guns are polymer guns with a metal or steel slide. Both guns are very well known by very good manufacturers. But the difference between these two guns is quite a bit. The Glock, let's get started with it. This particular one's a 10mm. The Glock is a single action, double action. The only reason I say that because Glock calls this a double action gun. They're going by when it's cocked, it energizes. So you press that, the slide will go back and shoot again and again and again and again and again. It's not a true double action, but it is, however, called by Glock as their double action. In the armorer's course that I took, because I'm a certified Glock armorer, they did specify that. This is the SF, which is short frame, which is a better grip in your hand. It takes the 10mm bullet. Okay, this is 10mm. 10mm is a longer version of the Smith & Wesson 40, so this is like a magnum. It is more powerful than the 45 just because of the pressure this develops in the cartridge. These guns are very easy to take down. Basically all you do is make sure it's discharged, point in a safe direction. You cock it just a little bit like this. There's the takedown. Press the takedown lever, push that forward, and you'll be able to take the slide right off. And that will expose your recoil rod, your slide, and everything. To put it back on, basically to put them back together, just make sure everything is lined up. Make sure your slide is lined up correctly. Put it forward. That's it. They make a lot of accessories for this. This does have an accessory rail right here. We could put a light or something on it. Just a light like this maybe you could put on there. And it would slide right on there. And you could screw it down there and you could lock it. You have a nice tack light on it, which makes it even look nicer. Okay. You can change your sights. Go with different sights. You get barrels you can change, conversion kits. You can get these if it's not ported. You can send this out to a company called Rock Your Glock, and they will quadruport your barrel. So you'll have a ported gun, which is a really nice feature to have, and I may actually get that done. The gun is great. Easy takedown. I have nothing but good things to say about it. Very reliable, 34 to 35 pieces. Good for totally disassemble. You just knock out some pins here and there. A lot of upgrades you can do to these guns. They're great. And the 10mm cartridge is a badass cartridge. It's powerful. Now let's get into the H&K. H&K, of course, has been known for years. They make military guns. Glock does too. Military uses some of these, police use them, law enforcement. And the Glocks, there's more of these made than pretty much any of your guns. This is the H&K 45, which is a 45 ACP, Here's the bullet. Okay, and this particular one is a double action, single action. Let's just make sure it's empty again. Okay, double action, single action means every time you pull the trigger, it fires, which is great. It has a decocker, which means you can load, cock it and load it with one in the chamber. You can put it on safe and carry it cocked and locked, or you can drop it and it will drop the hammer without touching the firing pin. And then you can pull the trigger and it will fire. It has a full rail on the bottom. Unlike the Glock, this is a full rail. Like I say, if you wanted to put a light or something on there, very easy. Makes the gun look great too. Okay. Take down of this gun. It's not hard. I would say it's just a little bit more work. Basically, you have to line this up right about there. Just lining that up, and you have to push this pin in. And again, when I say push the pins in, I have to use something pointy. Okay, you can slide the slide off. Okay, and that would expose your slide. You can take out your recoil. It has a buffer in there. You see, it's a little different than the Glock. Put it back on. It's basically the same. Line it up. You have to actually go forward with that. Take your pin, put it back in like this, line it up right about there, push it in, you're back in. This particular one is ported. Not all of them are ported like this, and it's got some fancy stuff done to it. That's just the way I have this gun done. I'm not going to really bring out much talk about it. I did actually add night sights on it, because they don't come with the night sights. I did add that Trichcon night sights. They're great guns. They have removable back straps that you can change. You push this pin out, you can change it for the grip on your hand. The bad thing, only holds 10 rounds. It's a single stack. I'm not going to cock it, but whereas, like I say, the Glock is going to be 15 rounds. Like I say, I have a Glock 21 and I have a 27 round magazine for it. Here's your two cartridges. You can see it is a little longer, the 10mm, because it has more powder in it. It's going to be just more powder. It's going to develop more pressure, and the bullet's going to go further. So those are the two things you're going to have to decide whether you go with the Glock or an K45. Both are superior weapons. K45, not even customized like this, run about new Model 1000. You can get them in a used market for about $850. If you get a Glock 10mm like this, without anything done to it, crazy work done to it or anything, you're going to be looking at right in about the $550 to $650 range, depending on what month it is. But both are superior guns. They're about the same size and weight overall. They're just, both really nice. So you'd have to decide whether you want to go with the K45 or you want to go with the Glock 10mm. Thanks a lot, and I hope this discussion has helped you a little. Thank you.